It's ISE 2023. We're in Barcelona and we're in Hall 5 and I'm on the AIMS stand. I'm joined with Terry. Hi Terry, how are you doing?
Very good. How are you?
Excellent, thank you very much indeed. Now, for those who may not have come across it, give us a quick overview of AIMS and who you are.
Okay, well, AIMS is an acronym for the Alliance for IP Media Solutions, and we're a membership organization, a number of companies that have come together to promote and to educate IP media networking.
Okay.
We began with a focus on the broadcast industry. We made a lot of progress there and promoted the SMPTE ST2110 standard there, which has now become very important in that industry. And now, in the last few years, we've started to put our focus on the Pro AV industry, where we can see there's a great demand for open standards for professional media, audio, and video with interoperability among multiple vendors.
Okay, so tell me a little bit more about your members that you have right now.
Well, we have about 70 members now, and as I said, originally a lot of them came from the broadcast industry, and now we're increasingly seeing a lot of members joining from the Pro AV industry. And the two latest members we've had join are Netgear and Megapixel that just announced at this show.
Okay, and what do these members actually bring to the party? Why are they joining AIMS?
Well, they see the benefit in having standards that are open standards, so equipment from a lot of different manufacturers can interoperate with each other.
Okay, cool.
And so working together to make that happen, coming together at a show like this and demonstrating how we can connect different pieces of equipment together to make complete solutions.
Yeah. Now there's a brand new standard, isn't there? IPMX, and I believe we've got a colleague of yours to chat to about that.
Yes, IPMX is the latest standard for the Pro AV market, and we have Jean Lapierre from Matrox, who's one of our members, and he can give us some details about that.
Okay, let's call him in. John, thank you for joining me. We were just touching on IPMX. Give us a quick overview of what it is and how it can benefit people.
Hey, thanks for having me. IPMX. So the idea behind IPMX is that a few years ago in broadcast, they wanted to switch their SDI infrastructure to use AV over IP. And so they developed a standard called ST2110. And with this standard, it enabled them to move to using more COTS equipment, things that would be less expensive than very purpose-built equipment for SDI. All right.
Okay.
And so it's deployed, people are using it, and it works really, really well. And so when we were looking at the Pro AV industry, we were saying, well, you know what's missing in a Pro AV is a standard-based way of doing AV over IP. In the broadcast world, there's only one way of doing that, and it's ST2110. Everybody just downloads the specification, reads them, implements them. And so IPMX, the idea behind IPMX is to do the same thing for the Pro AV industry.
Right, okay.
And so IPMX is based on 2110. We looked at what 2110 can do, and unfortunately, we couldn't just use 2110 as is in the Pro AV industry, because 2110 doesn't do things like HDCP, copy protection. It doesn't do things like dealing with EDID, and monitor description and things like this.
Okay.
And so we looked at the different workflows that we need for Pro AV, and we identified pieces that were missing, and that's how IPMX got born. Basically, it's let's add a little bit here and there to complement 2110 in order to cover the needs of the Pro AV industry.
Cool. And how is IPMX going to change how people work in this industry?
Well, I think what it's going to change is that we'll see a lot of different manufacturers supporting IPMX, which means that as a customer, you can pick the best piece of gear for the job, right? Because today, if you have a proprietary solution from a specific vendor, and they're really good at making, live switchers, but they don't make very good cameras, then you're stuck with the not very good cameras, right?
Sure, yeah.
And so the idea would be that you'd be able to pick the best camera, the best switcher, the best video wall, the best KVM, because you can build all kinds of things based on IPMX technology.
Absolutely. People watching this might spot your logo on your shirt. How does Matrox fit into this?
Right. So yes, I work for Matrox. At Matrox, I've been involved with the implementation at Matrox of the SMPTE 2110 standard.
Okay.
I've been involved in making test plans to help qualify that devices are proper 2110 devices. So when we and we are the members of AIMS, and so when AIMS started to get interested in the Pro AV industry, well, Matrox also makes Pro AV gear.
Of course.
So we were interested in helping promote the standard for the Pro AV industry. So Matrox makes IPMX devices and is developing software that use the IPMX standard, and we're encouraging other companies to do the same, and we're using our equipment to demonstrate what's possible.
Absolutely.
Because for us, it's important that we don't have to support 20 different standards. So we want to make our
Of
gear
course.
using a standard. We do it once, we use it everywhere.
And I'm sure you're echoing the thoughts of every other member of AIMS as well. They all want the one standard.
Correct. And that's what we're doing in the broadcast. So doing it for Pro AV using the same standard. Hey, I got less work to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And is this a standard that's ready to go now?
Pretty much ready to go now. We're starting to see people like releasing pieces of equipment that support it.
Okay.
There's still pieces missing. We're still working on some pieces. What happens is, as you talk to people about IPMX, you explain how it works. They go, "Oh, how do you do that?" I go, "Oh, okay. We're still working on that, or let's talk about that to understand it properly, so we can like fill in the gaps."
Absolutely. And where can people find out more?
They can find out more on VSF website. What you have to understand is AIMS also, you'll find out more on the AIMS website, but the technical aspect of where the spec is being developed is in the VSF.
Okay.
So the VSF is the Video Service Forum,
Okay.
and I'm the co-chair of the IPMX working group from the VSF. And then AIMS takes the recommendation and the document that we generate, and they help promote that they exist and convince people to use them.
Fantastic.
So we're like the technical branch of the IPMX effort.
Okay, and they can get to that that information through the AIMS website.
Correct.
Fantastic. John, thank you very much indeed. Do check out the website and look out for IPMX. For everything else we're doing at ISE, you can check that out at kitplus.com.